time to be on the board with Norm Dean. He came up the hard work way too. He was just they called him a rag picker. So anyway, we're up to United Banks of Colorado, and it just again just done excellent. Banking was really good in the 70s. All kinds of money, and banks were doing good. And there still wasn't interstate banking then, but I think it was about 1990 or 91, they passed a federal law for interstate banking. Outside banks could bank. Interstate banking was approved. And so United Banks of Colorado again was very aggressive. And I don't know if you know United Banks of Colorado, they're the ones that built the building in Denver, the high rise with the curved top on it. That's United Banks of Colorado. And that was built while we was a part of that group. And again, very positive. And it was positive enough to where, again, nationwide successful bank organization, Norwest of Minnesota, one of the biggest bank holding companies in the nation, took an interest in the United Banks of Colorado and made an offer, a stock exchange offer, and the management accepted their offer, and so it became Norwest Banks of LaSalle, Bank of LaSalle. So that's about the fourth one. So there was a guy by the name of Dick Kovacevic that was the head of that bank, and he too, I don't have a picture of him, but he came to Colorado 2 or 3 different times, and I met him. But just a peach of a guy, just as down to earth as any guy you'd ever want to talk to. And but where he's the head of the bank that $180-some billion reserve.
Wow.
So anyway, we was Norwest Bank of LaSalle, and went on that way in through the 90s, and I think it was 97 or 98. Dick Kovacevic was ready to retire, but before he did, they merged with Wells Fargo, and it was again a stock exchange. There was no advantage to anybody that owned stock. It was just a blah. It was the worst thing that could have happened to a stockholder. But it made them the largest bank holding company in the nation with assets of $181 billion. So then we was Wells Fargo Bank of LaSalle, so there was another name change. So then Dick Kovacevic resigned or retired, and the organization then just went downhill, something terrible. Wells Fargo management was taxing, putting different stuff on the backs of the local banks, you know, the greedy bank, the LaSalle Bank, adding fees and this and that, to where the bank management couldn't. And the people that was running the banks then was Leroy Levitt and Bill Hurtnicki, was 2 very prominent bankers, and they was the ones that started in at United Banks of Colorado, and they was very successful successful. They was part of the success of United Banks of Colorado and northwest of Colorado. And but anyway, they felt the pressure in the 90s, and so Leroy decided to give it up, and he retired in the year 2000, and I retired in the year 2000 also. And about that time, the bank in LaSalle had another gas problem across the street with the tanks rupturing and gas seeping over. They had to shut the bank down, we felt temporarily. Well, it turned out that Wells Fargo was just waiting for an excuse to shut them down, and they never did reopen the bank, so they just shut the bank down. And it sat there until at least for a year or two, and then Colorado East come in and bought them. So the original bank, South Platte National Bank, has nothing to do with Colorado East. It ceased when Wells Fargo sold or shut it down. So that's kind of the story of the banks of LaSalle and all the name changes. Down through the years, gee, there's been some awful good people come and go. Marion Pepper was one of the greatest. She started out as a teller when the bank opened, and she actually wound up to be president of the United Bank of Greeley and LaSalle. She was president, so she really climbed the ladder. And then of course there's Leroy and Levitt and Bill Hurtney. You can't say enough about those guys. But it was a fun ride, and certainly was a major part of my life. And that's about it, unless you have any questions.
Do you have any questions for Bob? Thank you, Bob.
By the way, all of this stuff I got, I even wrote a summary of the bank in all of just the different banks and the different steps. And it's all, I got the first spreadsheet, the first report, way back in 1965.
Wow.
So all of this here is the first time. All that'll be for
Fun to
the
have.
society if they find a home.
Yeah, if we find a home, we'll take it. Definitely. Thank you so much, Bob. Very informative. All right, and so now we'll turn the program over to Miss Mosier.
Okay. I'm not sure what this is. You know,
You're telling me what to put on the screen.
you start out thinking, oh, I'm just gonna do this, and then you find these pictures, and then you think about this. So
Can you
it's-
get all of the papers and, no, in my pink bag.
Got it.
And we can
you
just
weren't
lay it out
calling me
there.
honey.
Hmm?
Oh.
Thank you, honey.
No. I was gonna have him do the running.
Oh, you get run. Where's he running to?
He's running to the gas station, is all I see.
Okay, guys. Well,
Can I interrupt for just 1
Yes.
second further?
You can have long.
apologize for this, but
Papers. They fall asleep.
I went over to thank they got a wall, something over there at LaSalle Bank. And this is a group of guys that, when the bank was first organized, and there's McNichols and Kramer and the bad guys and the names are there, whoever wants to look at it. I forgot their names.
All right.
okay. seen this, so I'm gonna be as surprised as you are at what we have here that Paula.
All I
just-
did was just put pictures in.
I took Paula pictures and she put it together, so, let's see what we got, Paula. All right. So these are, what I tried to do was old businesses that are no longer here. Do you know where they were, what they were, blah, blah, blah. And I can't see it. The top one is that, what is that?
Well, why don't you move
Oh,
it
that's
closer
the
to
milk
her
one.
and then we
Yeah,
can see.
so much spending here. But I think the top one is the old LaSalle milk plant. Now, you can tell me where that was.
Right over across the hut.
What's there now?
I don't know, I don't live there. I remember us taking your milk cans to the milk plant.
We took our milk cans. Okay, Anita Reeves Veterinarian Hospital is in the old LaSalle milk plant. Anita Reeves Veterinarian.
The vet clinic is hiding right here. If you really look,
And
You can
if
see
you go beside, on the north side of the building, there, you can still see a little bit of the original platform where we unloaded our milk cans, set them up there, and went into the milk plant. Very little of it is left, but it's there. I think my 46 shift truck is in that lineup. The truck's there. Our grandpa, and I don't know if he was actually one of the owners of the milk plant, grandpa.
Yeah.
And then I think there was somehow Medigold came into this thing, but anyway, grandpa also in that building had a cheese factory, cheese place.